This tutorial will teach you how to make a hollow form cardboard letter. First, you're going to need some cardboard. Here are some examples. Then you're going to need to create your letter design. A black letter is easier to cut out. Once you have your letter drawn, use the scissors to trim your letter. If you have a negative space on the inside of your letter, you're going to need to poke your pencil through that negative space to create an opening for your scissors. Carefully cut that negative space out with your scissors. Once your letter is cut out, you can use that as a stencil to create the other side of your letter. I like to make it so that my letter is all cardboard on the outside, so the colored part of the boxes are on the inside. Then I stack my letters so that I can cut off any extra pieces where they don't overlap correctly. Now I want to make the edge pieces, so I'm going to need to make 1-inch strips. Using my ruler, I am going to create long 1-inch strips of cardboard. Connecting those 1-inch marks that I made with my ruler gives me a really straight line, and I cut those out so that my letter won't have gaps on the side. Once I have my 2 letters and my strips of cardboard, I'm ready to start the next process of putting it together. For this, you will need a hot glue gun. So please make sure if you're using a hot glue gun, you have adult supervision or permission. It is wise to have a piece of cardboard underneath your workspace when you're using a hot glue gun. You're going to use the hot glue gun and glue just along the edges of your cardboard letter. Then carefully line up your cardboard strips on those glue lines. You might have to bend your cardboard strips or curve them so they line up with the edge of your letter. Take your time. Go slow. You're going to need to follow all of the edges of the letter. If you make a mistake, you can pull the glue off and try again. You can glue from the inside and the outside of your letter once the cardboard strips have been applied. Once you have the entire outside of your letter completed, you might need to add the inside negative space part if your letter has that. I like to end my letter by having it overlap somewhere. So on the edge of my R, I glued it to the other edge piece. Now I have some outside corners to clean up. I added a little extra cardboard strip there because there was a hole. Now I want to clean up any of my edges that might need some glue cut away or the edge of my cardboard cut away. It's easier to do this before you put your top layer on. Once you have that completely cleaned up, then put glue along the edge and you can put your top letter directly on top of that. Check out your letter. If you need to add glue anywhere else or trim it, do so. And hopefully your letter will stand on its own as a 3D cardboard letter.